The only crypto show with fangs.
Drawdown is a bitch, but I'm swaying through the pain. One did, one groove, turn the loss to gain. Still in a pocket. Screen lit up a past. Red like a slow jam. Thought I got to the top. Now I'm stuck in the slam. Told my baby what's set. Now she's giving me that look while it's doing a two-step. But I'm still in the book. One more buy, one more chance to spin. Drawdown is a bitch, but I'm swaying through the pain. One did, one groove, turn a loss to gain. Still in the pocket.
I just smirked in the groove, charged a backbeat, now I'm making my move. Try to catch the downswing, got a bruise on my pride. Wallets in the pocket, but I'm still on the ride.
One more ball, one more shot to ride. To begin. Raise my claim, dodge the bull's wild kick. Shake the jitters, make my dream click. Raise my claim, dodge the bull's wild kick. Shake the jitters, make my dream click.
What?
get on.
I'm the new chucked in the blender's whirl. Grease the knob, giving my dreams a twirl. FOMO's a spin, sucking me down quick. Hope's a soggy bit stuck in the mix. Market's a mush, pure of my schemes. Fears the blade, slicing up my dreams. Oh, I'm flailing in the goo, what a laugh. Chopped up frog, dodging the gas. La, 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 la.
I left too far, blended by the buzz. Grease the mash, turning wings to fuzz. Panic's a zap, spinning me askew. Joy's a drip, leaking through the brew.
Market's a smoothie, grinding my fate. Hopes a cheeky splash, tempting my plate. Oh, I'm assessing at the churn, total giggle. Chopped up frog, stuck in a wiggle. Raise the slice, dodge the blender's chop. Shake the mush, make the good times pop. Push the highs, laugh at the sloppy spin. Feel the bounce, win the din. Oi, blend it, and pulse. Hoops collide like the wobbly bin. Raise the sludge, hear my daft little grin.
Yeah, twirl.
Yeah, twirl. Is this a flop or a blender's cheeky tease? Whack it wild. Do it with ease. The cycles are cackle, games with a smirk. Group clatter.
No mush to irk.
Raise the sledge, dodge the blender's chop. Shake the mush, make the good times pop. Crash parties on. 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 Crash parties on.
October hit like a disco ball drop. Went over bouquet to wonderful K. Wallets flop. Traders feeling wild, screaming at the charts. Lost my shirt to Wales, now I'm dancing with the dogs.
Fear's a funky beat, sentimental mess. Q4's a joker, giving us distress. All coins tank so hard, I laugh till I cry. Turning crash blues to a boogie stride. Spin the crash, groove through the fall. Laugh at the dip, rule the market hall. Spin the crash, Q4's wild twist.
Like dance off the door,
Can't resist.
ooh yeah. Feel the funk ignite, hopes bounce back like a disco light. Spin the crash, let's a groove tonight. We're the Crash Kings,
Shining bright.
Chinese dumps at dawn, a midnight comedy. Billions gone poof, pure absurdity. Weeks of watching screens, gains slip like socks. Exhausted from the grind, dodging panic shock.
Ooh, September slump left us in a funk, but Q4's a prankster, winking with a punk. Rally rumors swirl, let's cha-cha through the pain. Crash survival's our funky race.
Spin the crash, groove through the fall. Laugh at the dip, rule the market hall.
Spin the crash,
Q4's wild twist, dance off the dome. Can't resist, ooh yeah. Feel the funk ignite, hopes bounce back like a disco light. Spin the crash, that's the groove tonight. We're the Crash Kings,
shining bright. Is this a crash or a funky jet?
That's the test.
Euphorious treasure, Lambos with a wing.
Vroom vroom bling.
Clowns juggle coins, unicorns do flips.
Rainbows.
Rain tips. Spin the crash, groove through the fall. Laugh at the dip, rule the market hard. Spin the crash. Spin the crash. Ooh, yeah. Spin the crash. Crash party's on. Crash party's on. Spin the crash. Crash party's on. Crash party's on. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Jumped on a dip, thought I'd
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
in a shadowed snare. Frustration hums in the midnight air. Chastity's low, a lover's sting. My pulse fights through the ruins ring. Lust for gains burns in my veins. Hope ignites through the market's chains. Their flicker calls a risky thrill. I chase the high against my will. All coin pulse, do you beat for me? Heartbeat surges with ecstasy. Anxiety fuels my destiny. All coin pulse. Edge cut sharp, the dip's cruel bite. Hope teeters on a restless night. Each false stabs my soul's ablaze. All coins tease in a fiery haze. All coin pulse, do you beat for me? Heartbeat surges with ecstasy. Anxiety fuels my destiny. All coin pulse. I sway through doubt, hold the line. Risk the plunge, make it mine. In this throb I claim my fire. All coin rush, lift me higher. All coin pulse, do you beat for me? Heartbeat surges with ecstasy. Anxiety fuels my destiny. All coin pulse. Coin pulse, I burn in your fight.
Vala alert, make it rain.
In a midnight veil, thrill ignites. I can't curtail, price twists wild. A dancer's flare, my pulse races thrashes in a wild flame. Excitement stokes my fevered game. Oh, cryptic surge. Madness spins in the market spin. Uncertainty cuts through my skin. Each lead jolts my senses free. All coins pulse in a twisted play. Cryptic surge, do you call my name? Heartbeat thrashes in a wild flame. Excitement stokes my fevered game. Oh, cryptic surge. I dance through doubt, see
Vala alert, make it rain.
cryptic rush, my heart transforms. Cryptic surge, do you call my name? Heartbeat thrashes in a wild flame. Excitement stokes my fevered game. Oh, cryptic surge, cryptic surge. Cryptic surge.
Pulse thumps like a ghost in my chest. Fingers claw at the void, no rest. Heavy breath drips with poison air. Static whispers crawl everywhere. Metallic clings in the hollow night. Synthetic growls sharp in the fight. Tremors quake beneath my skin. Wires hum as the dark sets in. In the static shadows creep, secrets buried way too deep. Twisted voices calling my name, tense and raw, seduction's flame. Bass fuzz cuts through the smoky haze. Eyes like fire in a wicked gaze. Heartbeat kicks in a deadly grind. Lost in echoes I cannot find. War cries drown the electric sin.
trance. My shame ignites this outright dance. Midnight vice, what hides in the shade? Heartbeat throbs in a lustful blade. Degenerate pulse, a secret play. Oh, midnight vice. Reverie flows in the velvet dark. Trades pulse while the vampires mark. Neighbors sleep blind to my sin. I sway where forbidden passions begin. Midnight vice, what hides in the shade? Heartbeat throbs in a lustful blade. Degenerate pulse, a secret play. Oh, midnight vice. I rule the floor, my vice takes flight. Risk the night, claim the bite. In this way, I'll wear my crown. Crypto's beat, I won't back down. Midnight
All right.
hides in the shade.
All right, check 1 2 1 2. Do we have anything yet? Do we have anything yet over here? Says you're live. Yes, sound is on. Was it really off? Because it was, everything here was telling me that it's on. I had to unplug my my Focusrite. Man, that sucks. So 24 minutes. It happened last night by accident somehow, and then okay, so you can hear me. That always throws me off when my sound's off. It just throws me off my game for the rest of the night. Okay. I don't understand how that happened. The bot that I tried to run the bot before the stream. Maybe it did something with it. It's supposed to alert me when the mic's off, when I get it rolling. All right, so. Yay, okay. Start all over. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? Seems to be a routine thing here. Can never grow a channel if I keep doing this. Maybe this is why we suck so bad in our numbers. Right now I need to get this this thing off the screen there, Bitcoin dominance. Well, alrighty then. Let's start all over.
The only crypto show with fangs.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Road Dawg. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, frogs and squirrels. We're having an interesting night. Microphone has been having some technical difficulties as Mercury slowly comes into retrograde is what I'm blaming it on. It's been a crazy day for crypto and everything else. All right. So at least I'm over here at the chat. Came over here, and there goes my timer telling me I should be wrapping up all the stuff that I got. Basically, to sum up what we were looking at over here earlier. Let me say hello to everybody over here first, though. Let me say hello to everybody over here first. Really, no sound. I don't. That blows my mind. Well, I can't go back and see who was first and everything, but it looks like we got our chat. Your chat rate went up when the microphone's off. So I appreciate all the super chats and things like that. It normally tells me when I get super chats. That might have been... No, I really shouldn't have. Sometimes it's 20 minutes. I don't... Okay, here's the thing. Okay. My main reason coming on here is to go over the market, right? So it's important for me to go over Bitcoin and then go over the indices so we get a feel for the market and so we can figure out what's going on. And then a lot of times I have a few altcoins that I like to go with, maybe some possible trade setups and things like that. So it's hard for me to get around to that sometimes. If I don't go ahead and get it out of the way, I may not come back to it. And those are the most important things that I think I go over is these indices. Because if it wasn't for that, I don't think I would be half as accurate as I have been. Not saying I'm the greatest at anything, but it helps. It has a big part to play with the accuracy that I have in the market. So it's just part of it. But I do like to come over to the chat and everything like that. It just takes me a minute sometimes, but it's nothing personal. It's just I got to do it or I will get off track and not do it. And then we don't want to go looking at our altcoins without testing to see what the weather. We don't want to walk outside without our umbrella when it's going to be a rainstorm. So that's why it's so important for me to go over these indices over here. So I'm going to come back and we're going to take a look at them over here. We're on total 3 right now. That's what we're looking at. This is because Bitcoin dominance is climbed back up, right? And that's what I was flashing up. When Bitcoin dominance is going up, there's not a good situation for your altcoins right there. I mean, Bitcoin dominance goes up. What's your situation? If Bitcoin goes up with it, alts suffer. They go down because all the money's focused on Bitcoin. When Bitcoin dominance goes up and then Bitcoin goes down for an odd reason, they're going the opposite direction, having divergence there. That's the worst situation for altcoins, and right now we're seeing that, right? We're kind of seeing that. We're seeing Bitcoin dominance up, doing a little retest, and we're seeing Bitcoin down today. And there have been a few strong holders over here, but for the most part, most of them have been down. We looked on the monthly, it was down 40% on some of them, 30-40%. Today wasn't as bad, about 3% across the board, basically 3 to 5%, typical, not horrible. And they're trying to come up, and we can look at some reasons why. But this is total 3, and this represents all of our altcoins, right? Excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And this trend line is very important. And might there be another chance to come down and test that? There could be. I hope that we don't. We really need a higher low and not come back and do that. But if we were to look, I believe, pull our fibs out, we'll be doing the same exact thing on Bitcoin here to gauge the strength of what's going on, because we lost this level here. If we bounced off of this area, we could be looking hopefully for another higher high and this trend to continue strongly, but we didn't do that. Instead, we're looking at a possible double top over here for some people, but the trend line we'll keep, but that's cock blocking it, I guess we would say. That's turkey blocking it right there, and so it cannot complete unless it breaks the trend line, right? So we lost one area right here. I don't even know if it matters too much to put it up there, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then we got this area over here that we may come back and retest this guy. It's $849 billion market cap for total 3. Now I want to come over back to the 4 hours since we looked on the big ones and see if we got any signs that you're trying to do a little something over here, and nothing yet other than these wicks that are giving some buy pressure here. Notice we kind of do that, the buy pressure, sometimes when we do start getting ready to change the trend. So hopefully we will. It's in a downward slope here, and that's actually bullish. At some point, it's got nowhere else to go but up, right? It's rock bottom. makes you question your life choices and things. But good chance that we might be coming down to about 850, 849 is technically what my line says. Dollar market cap. We could go up and retest and come down, or we could just go up a little bit. There's so many scenarios, and I don't even pretend to figure out that. I just look at the end points, the pivot points, and that's my main thing. Oh, look, you there. You got a green candle. I'm going to give you some encouragement. You is pretty. You is beautiful. You is intelligent. You is smart. Do the right thing. All right. So that's my take on total 3. Not much of a take there. All right, so we went over Bitcoin dominance. That look at Standard & Poor's. They came back into the triangle, the wedge here, and it could be good. No, and it's not usually good when that happens. We don't want to see this rising wedge formation, this squeezing break to the downside. Hopefully it won't. Hopefully it won't. This is our hopium plays that we need to catch, or else it's looking nasty. They might get scared. There might be something coming out over this next week making them scared. Will it affect crypto? Well, hell, everything affects crypto. The market makers just love any kind of news, any kind of narrative that lets them do some things. Well, it seems we got something going on over here. What's this? I don't know what the hell that is. What's this over here? Michigan. Who cares about? Okay. Well, off topic, 33 people hanging out. Thank you for being here. We have a microphone on, so I'm told. And buttons don't work.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
I guess I could take the you're muted thing off of there. Dogecoin to the moon, says Jay Flores. Let me say hello to everybody over here. Avi Medina, Dave P, Kelly Fam, $2 super chat. Thank you. Tell me my microphone is off. I'm muted. Oh man, that's a mystery. That I'm glad that we caught it, but on my end, it was saying I was, and even here, and everything was on point. Been a wild day. I mean, I would want to go look at chat on a day like today. We got John Gregory, Awis Salvador, Chris Klein, Mr. Ethereum. I saw Floki's Angels earlier. Thank you, Floki. You had a wonderful comment. We got Joe from Trade Intuition, a fellow YouTuber. He's got a channel, looks something like this. You should be clicking on it and watching it. He was live before I came on the show. Got to see a little bit of that, but I didn't get to interact or anything. Because I'm a lurker. Lurker. I don't know why that's a bad thing for some people. You hear some people talk, but shoot, you got somebody there watching you. That's what it's all about. Send him a telegram. Now I don't get those. That's not the fastest way for me to notice anything. Maybe I should change that habit and have that open or something. I usually find those about 4 hours later after the stream there. Haven, there we got Haven Peck. Mitchell Seisberg, how's it going? There is no way it happened again. Well, we're through it now. John Gregory, crypto, that's all I have to say about that. Crypto. That's about all I have to say about that.
Mama always said playing shitty patterns always gets shitty results. And Mama was right.
That's my favorite quote from the movie right there. Jorge Pablo Neru. K Diggity. Oh, I'm just going. This is in the heat of it. Baba Yaz. Road Dawg's on a roll. Is this one longer than last night? I hope not. Dog will never love my comment now. Oh, you were wrong. I loved it now. I couldn't find it, but I saw it earlier. You get double clap for that one. We got a thing going on. All right. Forget it. It's been streaming for over 20 minutes. Surprise. All right. So let me come on down to the very bottom here. Let's get a little bit local. Is that the bow tie chart? There is a bow tie chart somewhere right here. So Linda Anderson. Well, you came in when the microphone was on, I guess. Still a chunk of longs at the 88K on the 1 month chart. There is a target there. It's 382 Fibonacci. Oh gosh, that would technically, I mean, it could be okay, but I don't want to see that at this Q4. to have a dip down that low? No, that's not Q4 activity there. That's something evil, wicked. I don't know. Hey, I've been messing with you, dog. Maybe. Or is it smart? Oh, yeah, he was. Kelly says, I'm long right now. The way things are going, I finally feel I should take profit. I'll but watch to keep going after I do that. Let's take a look over here. So this is Bitcoin on the 1 hour. Notice we're getting some support here. Now, this line that I've got here drawn, and I guess I should zoom out. Well, first thing, let's go over here. This was the bigger idea that we've been looking at, and you saw me bring it up a lot of times. And I was kind of questioning if it's going to play out, but and that's why we keep going back to it. And it's a messed up chart, I know. We'll go to 4 hour. And these are harmonic patterns, okay? This is a bullish shark pattern. They have higher highs and they have some deep ass lows, and and it looked like it was trying to invalidate, but we did make a higher high over this point here. Some people would be thinking it might invalidate when it gets past, comes up past the C area here. But it seems to have completed, and now you heard me say that if it does complete, then it should go into effect. And these are very strong patterns. They have a very good reputation of being the best patterns that actually have performance, that do perform. Some claim that they have a 90% effective rate, between 70 and 90%, highly effective. So we got some probabilities on our side, and we've been long waiting for this to play out if it's going to do it. And I fought against it tooth and nail every bit. I didn't want to see it do it. I wasn't trying to take a short to the downside. Nothing major, nothing serious. There was this one over here that I did not see, but that's up in hindsight. And so the people that did see that, they shorted that top. Boy, I'm still in awe of what they did there. All right, so we can control our bring our trend lines down and adjust those a little bit. Now we got two humpies. But how this usually works, what we want to look for when it comes to this, I think we will come up a little bit and may come back down again, all right, and retest the 100 area, but look for a higher low at that point. This is like what they call a type 2 return. That would also help us to get this guy for the traditional pattern seekers out there, because they will now probably be seeing or many of them will be drawing some type of falling wedge idea there. And some of them might even have it as a much bigger wedge. And you see very different variations. Remember, when it comes to pattern trading, as long as you got two touches on one side, three on the other, you should have a valid pattern. This is not the greatest way to do this one right here. But we do have three touches here and two on this side, and it makes this wedgy idea valid. And also gives us, a little area, line in the sand, however you want to draw it. They all converge right here. Isn't that kind of crazy? How this line comes down and we draw this line here from the points to the points, and they just kind of intersect right here where we just came right down too. It's almost like it doesn't happen every time, but you'll see it happen more than most if you can follow your trend lines. They do have a predictive nature. They can point to some good areas and just where X marks the spot. And some people see that or know that, and some people haven't really noticed that yet, I guess, or don't really care, or got some other method that works for you, and that's fine too. But that was the bigger idea I'm looking for, and this is one of the situations that would most likely that I think that we will have. We'll come up a little bit and then roll over a little bit, and hopefully we got bottom areas. Now my Fibonacci's, no matter how I do it, whether it's that pattern or this would be my method, which would overlaps with that idea, brings us down to our beautiful 2.272 Fibonacci retracement. We're at the trend line, and we got support lines down here. Hey, there's a lot of strong support here historically at the $100,000 area, and we didn't stay down here. We came down here twice at about 98.8, and we've not been staying down here very long. Look at all this volume over here. Look at all this volume here. This is the 1 hour. All that spike. You can't see it because my zombie dude. I need to move you over. Yeah, right here. Right here. You see this volume right here? Yeah. That's That's kind of a zombie dude. That's kind of impressive right there. So that's a good sign to me. So swing hard to swing low. And we got to focus on this guy. Right smack dab in the middle of this big ass drop that we had. That's right around 105,000 thereabouts. And that's going to be the telltale sign that I'm looking for. Can we get past it? Most likely. Oh, wait a minute. Did I not pull my fibs right? No, wait a minute. I got to check my fibs. I didn't pull my fibs. I'm sorry. I got to, for this one, I didn't. I got distracted. Swing high to swing low is what we're doing here. Swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. Oh, it was that. Okay, we got you. Maybe I did. Or maybe it just came out to be the same. Magically and ironically. It can happen that way. Well, it would be the halfway mark whether I went... Well, yeah, but where... Anyway. All right, so notably, we got these two target areas right here. And if we're going to do like this type 2 return or whatever, it might do that, roll over there or the 0.5. Now that does put us in danger to come in lower, just knowing that if we can't get past 105, does open the basement doors for us that we might be able to go down to the cellar. And that's what MACD likes to do a lot. She likes to go down to the wine cellar. That's where she's been lately. She got drunk in the wine cellar and just told us that it was all over, and then we went and made a new all-time high over there at 127. I remember that. That's after the weekly MACD flipped bearish. I've never seen that before. And so I have to watch her closely now, make sure she gets to her 12-step meetings, but she will fall behind there every once in a while. All right, so Bitcoin. Do we have some hope? If we look at the 6-minute time frame, you can see a double bottom forming here. That's a nice one with just a slightly higher low, just slightly. But we did complete this, and this is what a double bottom looks like. A W pattern forming right here, and we broke above it, can fall back down and hopefully get support there. What is that, about 101.7 in that area? She might wick down here. We don't want to see that. It'd be best if we can just confirm this as support and just let this little white line flip. And now the basic play that you got from this, and remember, if you got one line on top, you probably got another line on the bottom somewhere. And I'm just saying, and by definition, when you do that, that makes what we call a channel. And so whether you're doing a double bottom, a W or whatever, or a channel, you got a measured move there that can possibly get us up to this area, which takes us really close to that 0.5 fib area that we're looking at. That 0.5 would be a higher high from this, and that would be a good sign. Anything lower than this, probably coming back down. Cross our fingers that we got a higher low on the way. 36 people hanging out. Thank you for being here, especially when we have problems with technical difficulties.
For those of you out there hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
For God's sakes, I tell you, the doc. It's that easy, Elvis. It's that easy. All right. So we did. That's 105. We're going to keep this fib area right over here. I think I already did that, right? So that's what I can say short term. Remember, this is a 6-minute time frame that we're looking at here, and if we're looking for any kind of local trend lines and patterns, we are getting this guy, which. Is that the partial decline that we're looking for this guy? Let's hope so, man, because it seems like we had one that started giving us a partial decline. It broke out just a little bit and rolled over. I think it was part of this move here too. So, but the thing is, the 70% chance this one breaks up doesn't mean that it means it's going to just keep on going. It means it can break out 70% of the chance. A 70% chance that it breaks out to the upside. That can include a rollover and come all the way back down. So usually when we come to these big ass areas for Fibonacci and trend lines, for major trend lines, I mean, we don't just tap it and go. It's not like slam bam, thank you ma'am, that one night stand thing. You just gotta usually hang out there a little bit, and stay until you figure out you can't stand being down here and you gotta go higher or lower. So we could see this turn into, well, that kind of what we were looking at. Maybe it comes down and makes a bigger double bottom formation here. We could see that. You can break out of this and it can ride its own little leg down here. It's like, you suck, Road Dawg. You have a 72% chance to break the upside. Well, it did. It didn't say a 72% chance that it'll just keep on going forever, though. That's far from a 72% chance for that. Meanwhile, our altcoins feel like they're dying. So having a long here, that's a plausible play. We are in bottom areas, 1.272 fib areas. The major, I think the bigger point that I was trying to make was the zoom out over here. Oh, I got a better chart here somewhere. Oh, snap. Here's our opening. Oh, yeah, you're the ones. You're the opening volume pattern. I did one right before here. Nice and purty. I believe it. Oh, this one will work. Oh, jeez. Can we just get a... Oh, you work. Get one where we can zoom out. So, here we go. If you take your Fibonacci from the very low over here... We've been talking about this area that it had a good chance, that $100,000 area coming into play as the 236 Fibonacci. Now, Selena mentioned about 84,000 also being another target area, and that's true because that is the 382 Fibonacci from the swing low to swing high. And technically, that's where we would normally see a lot of moves come down to and bounce off of. I hope that doesn't happen. I mean, it can turn out good. A lot of people, if that were to happen, price come down here, a lot of people are just going to assume we're going to come up, and we could do it too, come up, make a lower high and have a head and shoulders, or it'd be a perfect place for the market makers to fool you and finally have us take off at Christmas or something like that and go full bull. But I don't want to be a part of that situation. I hope that we don't. We still have our curving going on, and we need to keep that curving. And there's a good chance that we could bounce from here, okay? It doesn't mean that we get a big, I mean, we can get a bigger move, but it does mean that maybe we just don't have our high end. And if we were going to be looking for another target, I'd be targeting this guy right here, right at 140. If we can get out of this zone and not go lower than $100,000, I can see that happening. Or that's what we're looking at fib-wise. But the truth, I mean, you do have to talk about 84,000 because in the normal way things work, that target gets hit pretty often. However, what have we seen out of Bitcoin lately? Now, the higher that we climb, the more momentum we get, the stronger the move. We can see some higher. We could just do something higher. Over here, we went from swing low to this top over here. We did come back down to the 382 there. That was that $74,000 drop. From this one over here, we did come down to the 382 before we went up higher. You can make a strong argument that from the low to this high, yeah, that can be on the table. But for it to happen, it's got to break some trend line. Now, the difference between this setup and what we had over here with that pullback is that, well, we did break those initial trend lines there, but then it formed another one, and then on this one, it did not break trend line. And if you can see, hopefully you can see this. You can see the curvy. There's a parabolic curve going on that's been playing for dang near 2 years now, and we're still in it. So I'm hoping that $100,000, and I'm sure a lot of other people are too, will hold, and we won't visit 84 because that would just for altcoins, man. I think that would change the whole damn market right there. This trend line sucks. We're going to get rid of that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my little marker into the chat as I come back to the chat. You didn't think I was coming back, did you? Surprise! 51 minutes into the show. Well, at least we got that. Putting on my x-ray glasses, says R.S. Miller. Curving. Hello? I got another bag of XDC filled quick, says Gator Squatch. GRLT stock is looking very appealing to me too. I don't even know what that is. What is it? It goes, submit your coin request for a live analysis. Priority goes to members and super chat. RS Miller says kite. Is that a coin? Slinda says that Bitcoin does the same thing, 32% retrace as before to 86K and the 70% pump, that would put it back to 146, which was my top prediction. Or it makes a head and shoulders on the monthly and we go to hell. Hey, there we go. I think we're seeing things, very similar things there, Slinda. I think so. Rather than pulling out my fibs, I'm just going to go ahead and do the measure move. That would give us a nice AB equals CD with a possible target. Oh, that would be an argument for 200,000. It's hard to believe. It's hard. I swear I would not be thinking that Bitcoin, if we were at 84, dropping 84,000, it would not be my feelings that, well, 200,000 is next. That would be like, oh, that would be painful. That would be painful to drop down there, but it's common with your fib strategy. That's what usually happens. No, I'm not calling for it. There's another scenario that this is a fake out and that 236 will hold, but we're always hopeful about the 236 until it, oh man, well, we lost it. I guess that 382 is going to work anyway. We're hopeful there, but now there are some other things that we should probably look at as far as Bitcoin goes, such as this outside of the fibs and something else that might lend some credence to this area holding here at 100,000. One, psychological resistance or support, or I guess we'd say psychological support. It's a key area there. We still have made a higher low so far, so we got that going for us. We hadn't knocked this guy out, so there's some hope there that we can still go for a higher high if we made a higher low. Of course, we've taken out all these as we've formed a trend line, right? So that's another reason I keep drawing all this too. We got trend line at bottom, and we've seen every time that we come to bottom of trend lines, we seem to get some kind of bounce up from here. So it looks like we can catch something at least short term here, like we're talking about, and see how far up that we can go there. 105,000 is one of the areas that I am looking for. But going over this idea, and I did this even when it didn't even look like it was, started looking like, well, maybe that's not what it is. Maybe that's not going to play out. I left this over here just to track it and make sure. Give me a lot more confidence into the harmonic trading system. And it's one, they do wait for confirmation. There are some things that things can do when they get to these pivot points. It doesn't mean just blindly jump in. I mean, there are some cautions that you still need to have there. And when you read about how that they interpret these, I mean, they're kind of fuzzy with these areas. It's not like they're saying that's the exact point, all right? They're fuzzy. They give you a nice little cushiony area to be watching for the reversals and stuff. But this pattern is one that's notably the signals that we can get some come up. It's a bearish shark pattern, and basically to play that. Oh man, I can't get a clean chart to save my life here. I'm gonna start erasing some stuff. You're pulling your fib from high into the very low there, and you're looking at your 382, which is 109, and 115 at your 618. Those are some your smaller targets, and then of course if we really get going, we got some much higher ones we can look at. All right, so I'm through with my little presentation, so we can go take a look at stuff. Look at Xceller again. Is it XCLX? There was something weird about looking that up. Let me spell it out. There we go. XCL. Okay. And they got on MEXC. I think that's probably where we looked at it. And let's come down to like the 4 hour here. All right, so seems like we ended up respecting this trend line that we were following. Probably could tweak it a little bit now here. Candle bodies, I can't. You broke through it with that. Now I wanted to include my candle bodies. Now it's going to go from a candle body to a bunch of wicks to a candle body, but it's just kind of adjusting it in there. So we had some targets on this one. Where'd you come down to? I'm not sure if I see a B equals CD there or not. But we do have these Fibonacci areas right here, and that's where we've been bumping our head at 1.3 cents. Hopefully looking for it to come up here and retest this area and at just right at 2 cents there. 0.0193 is technically what I got. 618 Fibonacci from this high to that low that we could be going up to. And thank you, Gator. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. I guess we would pull up our indicators on that and see what they're looking like. Now this is cool. So 4 hour on VMC, you see that money flow is flipped over to the green. That's good. That's a bullish sign. That means we can get some strength to this move. And we also see that MACD here on the 4 hours got a lighter colored histogram. We call them candles or bars. I guess bars. She's still bearish, but at least that's a sign that she's trying to catch some traction, right? So we got a trend line, and that would be the line in the sand. Lose it, stop losses below and all that. But the Ichimoku cloud and the other indicators, the moving averages, look pretty healthy here on the 4 hour. And I like to see healthy 4 hour charts with the Ichimoku cloud and the moving averages. So yeah, we got 1 hump, 2 hump. That could have been your 5. Oh my God! Don't do it! Don't do it! We're not getting Elliott. You could have one more bigger move or one more shallow move, but I think it's getting ready to try to go higher than what it had here. Technically, we did skip out on 0.5. So I guess we can put that target out there just because there's profits that could be taken there. And that's this area at 1.5 cents, right? 0.016 right there. And what would that look like from here to there? We're at a penny now, 50% gains up to 100% gains. Now that's pretty cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a look at a few things right here. So we've looked at these coins before, but I don't know that we looked at it in this manner. But we're going to take a look at Dash. But we're going to take a look at it according to Bitcoin. See where we got the most chart history here. This is it on the daily. That's a winner against Bitcoin. I'm just saying. It is now worth 0.0011 in Bitcoin terminology, when it was at 0.000 stuff at 0.0002, 0.0003. 0.00004 and 5, and now it dropped to 0. That means it bought the bottom of the trend line here. Still up 161%, went up 200% on that. You're talking about doubling and tripling your Bitcoin, or the value against Bitcoin. I mean, in other words, even if you bought down here with dollars, you could be taking profits in Bitcoin, and you'd be making your come up there. Especially with Bitcoin being down right now. Hell yeah, but it goes lower. You stocking up on Bitcoin, which is the whole game thing. It's the one that we all should have went in a lot. Well, and not fiddled away if you did. This is the one that's paying off. And even though this market is down, are we hooked up? I thought my paper trading account's not set up there. So this is a 382 Fibonacci area from this pull. Looks like it's also a different one too. Pivot point area that she would be pulling back from, so taking profits is kind of important. Even setting some stop losses, layering your stop losses as a way to take profit if it comes down. And if it keeps going up, you just keep riding it, right? I like layered stop losses. I've been using them a lot. They've really saved my ass a lot. Help me control the risk management a little bit. Tweaking it. You don't have just one stop loss that gets hit and kills your whole trade. You got several of them stacked down, and you can kind of manage your longer term plays that way if you're doing a swing trade or something like that. Scalping, I don't know. Well, they can be. I guess you can use them on everything. So Dash, if you look at that against the dollars over here, It's at $111 and it went up to $150. Sounds crazy, right? Because this one thing was hanging around $25 for a while. Or lower. Right in here, 25, 30. Like, that's a boomer coin. Nobody wants the boomer coin. And we even talked about it last night after the microphone started working, but 21 million of them and all this and that. Another one that's done really well that people are chasing now is Zcash, doing good. Oh, snap it! Oh, we already did that. We already did our vanity wall play here, I think. I think I'm getting tired. It's time for some, I believe, some good-ass coffee. At somewhere, there was our sponsor, Good Ass Coffee.
Good Ass Coffee. The coffee that's good and ass at the same time.
Get your Good Ass Coffee today. I'm sorry to have to spurt out 2 commercials on you at once, but...
She gets house, I keep Abe. Fair? No.
Crypto Cowboys, Moon or alimony bags. Subscribe to Road Dawg Crypto now. Like or bear eats ya. Better call Road Dawg.
All right, we're back. Thank you so much for putting through the advertisers. 24 people here still hanging out. There's a nice little curving going on here on Zcash. 555 is my next bigger target for this one. Sounds crazy right now, but they always do until that one day you'll look up and Zcash is $500 again. It's not the first time it's been on this rodeo. That's why I'm like, okay, we're going to do something. All right, so Zcash looking kind of cool. Let me go over to the chat. Look, we're at the chat again. You guys keep moving around on me. I don't know why. Kelly says virtuals. Squirrel. Let's go look at virtuals. I meant to put that on my list, but I didn't have it on there, so I'm glad you asked about it. She's down to about 130 right now, 129. This is where I was talking about that I would probably start getting a little bit more interested in trying to play it because it pissed me off. I lost my virtual bag during the big drop, and I didn't figure it out until she already took off and did some other stuff. I'm going to clear all this out, take a look at it on a daily. Look at that big old falling wedge. That wedge is falling so bad. It's really falling. It doesn't really line up good with angles, but there is more of an angle here, so I suggest playing that. We just take it down to here. As your local pattern. However, we can use this one for our Fibonacci's and get some good insight in there from swing low to this swing high to this swing low. And we want to label this little guy here. We want this one too, though. We want to look at that 0.5. Don't pay the 0.5. If nothing else, we're giving you a little guidance whether you can go up and actually hit some of the higher targets or not, or whether you're going to roll over and go down a little lower. That's one of the best uses for it. 618 makes a good target there too. So we're looking about 282 and 336 just from those targets alone, which have a higher probability than other methods to actually have a response there. You could be arguing making a big ass W pattern here. You're looking at that. That also takes us up to this neckline area, or making a channel. Oh my God! There's a measure move from there, right? I think we just talked about this earlier, right? And that can project us up to these areas about 444, which would be about your 786 Fibonacci. So all this stuff just kind of overlaps right here in this area, right between the little goldens. This is a very special spot right here, 786 and 886 Fibonacci's. A lot of people don't use 886. I think gives you an advantage to know and get familiar with how the 886 works and how price respects it in certain situations. So you got a breakout, and you got kind of a accumulation or a consolidation happening a little bit above it. It's a chance that we might come back down to $1 and retest that area. I wouldn't doubt it for you virtuals, because this is unusual price action considering nobody loved her since she went on this pump, right? You bought it at $2. You're like, oh my God, this ain't okay. Oh no, what happened? It was $1.14. Hung around here forever, around $1.18 or something, right? This is the daily. We want to come down to the 4 hour and look at some of these moving averages and see how they're doing. They are in reverse order for the bigger ones, all the way from 800 to 200. That's that kind of. I know we're finding some support there and looks hopeful and everything, but it does seem to me like we might be coming out a little bit lower. I mean, not lower, but to retest these areas, some of these areas. So I know we're at the 7-8. Okay, that's a good place to try to catch, but the other things I've got here saying might not catch. So we do want to see what happens here at the 0.5. And wherever we do make a higher low or make our higher low overall, then that can give us some insight as to where the next target may be once we kind of figure that out. Right now, it's just a guessing game. I mean, I could have targets right back up here that we already talked about, 250, 282 in that area. But we need to give it a little time. But there's a chance we do continue down. She might come back and at least talk to 110 area. See if we got anything. That scenario could play out. We got a little something there. I don't know if my angles. A channel I did there that may be trying to form. And then you also got this idea, very little steeper channel idea, and that's where we just broke down from. Now remember, measure moves. If we're going to do one, would take you down to retest this area over here, and that's another argument. Since we did have a breakout of this, you gotta treat that like you do your W's or triple bottoms, because it's more like a triple bottom here that we had. That would bring us back to its 618. Now that we might be, for altcoins, we might see a little bit more 618 activity. They're not as bullish, bullish of a trend to hold a 382 right now. Hope it does, but it's kind of looking like you got something else going on here. Got a retrace, 0.5 retrace, and we come back up to, yeah, we could be looking at a 786 area right here, about 95 cents. All right, so let's come on back over here. Melissa, how's it going, Melissa? Good to have you here. Thank you for hanging out. Oh my gosh, we lost our signal. Sean, you didn't pay the cable bill. Now how are our sponsors supposed to do something?
Objection. He didn't rug, he merely redecorated. Subscribe to Road Dawg Crypto or the SEC redecorates YOU.
Oh, hey, we're back. Okay, I don't know. We got all kinds of glitches going on. Microphones are not working, and then cables going out, and signals are being lost. And my apologies for being so unprofessional tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you can forgive me for that. Let's see what we're talking about over here. And there it goes. One, I took my odor. You have odor? Order. Okay. Okay, I was going to, you know, we can get a deodorant sponsor here, maybe. If you need a sponsor, Road Dawg Crypto. Cause we'll chill it.
$300 gas? Road Dawg, low fees and high sleeves. Hit the like button.
Alright, we're back. Oh wow. Yeah, I know we're shilling everything tonight. I'm trying to give you a little. That's okay. Breathe it in. Kel says, I went for it. Long the W retest on Bitcoin. $1 risk stop loss. There you go. It's a play. I think it's a good play. I'm long. I forgive you. Gator Squad says, tonight's gem pick is a stock called GRLT. Girl Light. I mean, Premier Holdings. Oh, we looked at that one before, right? GRLT. Let's take a look at it real quick. It's not Grill It. There's a GRLT. Grill It. Grill It. It's almost like Gillette, but it says Grill It. That's not it. Why are these sometimes hard to find? GRLT. Premier. I'm going to type in Premier Holdings. Did we look for this before? And it was hard to find too. So where is it traded? Is it? It's not Premier Holdings, is it? Okay. So I am trying again on this one. Where was it? GRLT. But witness this, GRLT. When I go under all here on TradingView, I've got nothing to see. So for Greece long-term unemployment rate, which that ain't it, and Grill It, which looks like this, which looks pretty dang awesome for the 4-hour time frame. So if this is what you're talking about, I would say, hell yeah. I don't know what it is, but it went from, you look like a crypto, 0.00, there's a penny stock, 0.0006 to 0.002. So Grill It. It's not the one he was talking about. Huge double bottoms. After a butt crack. I don't know. Are you trying to do something? Oh, and Kite. Oh, so Kite is crypto. Okay, we did not look at Kite. I have not looked at Kite. We'll go look at the Kite right now. Let's see. Kite is on Binance. Let's go back to crypto. Binance should have a... No, it's perpetuals. Let's see what we got here on... Oh, snap. Okay. I think we got a little something going on today. I said it's got a little UU action going on right here. Some cup and handle vibes over here because price rose into it. Didn't come down. Cup and handles are continuation patterns. I'm just saying, if you study them, you find out they are continuation patterns. We want price to rise into them. We don't want to sign. We're not looking for cup and handles on the bottom. You might get a play out of that, but most times you're going to end up disappointing because that's not the best way to apply that pattern. It might actually be technically labeled something else that we're just all throwing into cup and handle. But this could technically qualify. Nice little rounded bottom. You come down, you haven't hit more than two-thirds of the way down yet. That's what would invalidate the handle idea. And that's not what I was trying to go with there. It is holding this trend line. So I would expect at least one more nice move up. And so a cup and handle doesn't confirm until price actually breaks out of the lip line, right? The lip line is not a neckline, it's a lip line. It's like lip liner. And that's about 12 or 13 cents. And that means you can double up from there, man. Just basically get up to 20 cents there. Possible. Take a while, probably. Probably will not happen overnight. Broke from swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. You went to the 113. Oh, you did it. And then pulled back. Okay. We're doing something here. Let's see what we got going on. And you 618'd us? Oh, man. You're looking kind of juicy. So depending on where we go up, we make a higher high or a lower high. That will help us gauge where the next low could be. But as it stands right now, the next possible higher high that this one could be is right here, among these two lines right here. So we're looking at 15 and right at 16 cents for these two strong possible targets for it. And if we just go from the top down to the bottom here where we took our fib measures, put that right here, you can see it comes right here to this target. Measure me right there. AB equals CD pattern is what that is. And when we get these nice little come-ups from these bottom areas, we might just see that play out. The other situation would be, we don't quite get up there, we make a lower high. Somewhere around the 786 area right here. It's actually the target I would be looking for a local target. And if we can't get past that, well, then we might be looking at one of these guys that could take us as far down as 7 cents. the 7 to 8 cent area there. So that's kind of how I look at it and get these juicy little targets going on around here. 12 cent, 15 possible. These are on the table. They're on the table. So is this one down here, right? Well, let's go ahead and pull our fibs. Let's just get the old big picture here for Kite, whatever this project is. And we're looking right here. 7.38 cents right through there. So all those targets are on the board, and it just depends on what we got going on here. Now, I'd expect this trend line to hold. I'd be disappointed if you only did this. Maybe it could, but that would be a truly disappointing. Oh, the 6-minute time frame, but oh my God, we're doing this on the 6-minute time. Well, we have to. There's not much high price history there. All right, so that's what I can see for Kite. Come back to the chat here. 25 people hanging out. Kite AI payment blockchain, says Dave P. Well, we went to go look at it. I forgot. Squirrel. Kite AI, right? Kite. Oh, this one. Oh, wait a minute. So did I look at the wrong one then? Because that's a different one. All right, well, let's look at Kite AI. The one since you mentioned it, see what knows with it. 10 trillion. Oh my God. Self-reporting circulating supply, maximum supply is 10 trillion. Oh, you're telling me all the tokens are out there? It's only got a $1.37 million market cap. Oh man, you can buy you billions of coins for just a fraction of the price now. It's on MEXC, Gate.io, Uniswap. Its all-time high was a year ago, and it's down 99.9% from that all-time high. All-time high was a decimal 3 zeros and 17.3. All-time low is 24 days ago. We're only up 26% from it. So it's with 6 zeros. Now it may sound crazy, but those 3 zeros make 1,000% gains that could be possible if it just goes back to where it was a year ago in December. Now, I want to remind you that last October and November, we had some scary moments in the market and things didn't feel too good. But that 25% basis cut finally came into play there, and we started feeling it toward the end of October and the beginning of December. And that's when we started having the top of these altcoins started topping out on us. It was the perfect place to get paid. I did not get paid enough because I thought, oh, there you go, January. I'm gonna say something for January. And yeah, and that didn't manifest as well as December did it? Hindsight's always 50 or 2020. All right, so what are you? Can you tell me about Kite AI? Is an innovative AI-driven chatbot platform that leverages the power of blockchain technology to create decentralized user-centric ecosystem. Connection is not private. Well, that's a little bit of a red flag right there. We'll take a look at the chart over here. Kite AI. MEXC's got... No, Gate.io's got that one. Okay. I like the other Kite better than what I see over here. This is because of all those trillions of coins there. You get all these little spiky price action. It doesn't look like much, and you think, man, there's some gains, but it lasts so little. It's just pumping ups, kind of, or it would feel like a pumping up. Let's take a look at this. Like from where we are now, it pumped up 30%, and it couldn't hold it. Over here, pumping up 25%, couldn't hold it. So to me, I think that's what it looks like when they have too many tokens and nobody's interested in the project at the moment. Maybe it could. I mean, you can lose some zeros and get that price action. We look at it on the daily, but it looks like it started out with some hype and then lost it all, or there was something when because you did some damage here, I guess, before you did all your token unlocks. This is, I mean, even for me, I would have to see this one do something. Otherwise, it'd be. I mean, I could throw up here. Here's one that looks kind of similar. It's called OM Mentor DAO. They had a hack or exploit or whatever, where they basically turned into a rug pull. Like, well, you know, this thing was up at $8, and then all of a sudden it found itself 40 cents and below, and now it's at 9 cents right now. And anybody hoping that it was going to recover over here? Well, it's just been a slow burn down from there, right? So I don't know. I don't. You know, this one's not going to be a very rewarding play either. I would rather look for something that's got some more rewarding setups. Now it might, but it's not showing any signs it's getting ready to do anything. And I think when something's been down that long, you need some confirmation that she's making a move, getting back into trend there. For something that's kind of strong, we might kind of bend the rules a little bit, or not be as diligent on that. Something just down on its luck a little bit, or caught at a good price, a nice little bottom shape and stuff. But there's really not much of a bottom shape just yet, and they can turn into good stuff. We looked at. They can. That's one of the things that a lot of your position traders and things like that look for, and it's very notable. They flat line or they round bottom, but the flat liners, these are tricky. The hockey sticks like this, they can be a little bit tricky because they can just keep on going that way, right? So some news fundamentals would come into play on that, but right now it doesn't look like there's very much love for that coin. And until there's some love for it, well, then you get to hang out at the bottom. I think I need a teddy bear. Gator's got a contract. I thought you said it was a stock. Oh, Shift Coin. Shift Coin. We got Shift Network right here. So we got two different versions. We got Shift and we got Shift. Shift Network. And you got Shift. We're going with the one with the Y. As soon as we can find it again. There we go. So what do we got here? Basically a $2 million market cap, 2.5 billion maximum supply. Circulating supply is 2.3 billion. So the coins are already out there. So this was probably an older project. It's already let all of its coins out. Probably from last cycle is what I'm guessing. And let's scroll down. All-time high was March 28, 2021. Yes, I was correct on that. When it reached $6. What? It was easier to reach $6 because it didn't have all those tokens unleashed during the unleashing there. And all the tokens come unlocked. Do you have a token unlock schedule? Oh, I was hoping to show it over here. That would have been cool to see. It's kind of interesting for one that's not really on a bunch of... It may have been on exchanges back then and got delisted or something. I don't know. Let's see. What is Shift Network? Shift Network is a public blockchain protocol designed to aggregate and embed trust and validation into data stored on public and private ecosystems and permissionless networks. By facilitating across sliced data sets, Shift allows for layering of context on top data and other nerdy stuff. We're just going to go take a look at the website real quick. Building trust into the data for the future of blockchain compliance. Powerful features in keeping you and your data safe and private. All right, so... little backstory or a little information here on the website, and you can do a deeper dive there. I want to take a look at the charts. So not crazy about how many tokens are out there, but it doesn't mean that you can't get something out of it, especially when you're at a bottom area here. So they coulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda bought more zones anywhere under 0.006. We're at 0.0008, and just getting up to that target by itself could be a hell of a come up. Okay, so I could see some appeal. Now this was from the high that we had in 2024, so That's doable. That's 500%. Okay. Let's come down a little bit more local on the daily time frame. Nice scallop pattern. This is one of those things where people would be calling, look, a cup and handle. I don't know if I necessarily agree. But you do have a scallop. Could be a chance to come back down here to retest that. You're just right above the 618. So the target I'd be looking for is right here for shorter term target. 0.002. You see the curving going on right there, and maybe we can get something like that to continue on over here. Could probably draw a trend line from here to there. Follow that. That'd be a nice guide for where to place your stop losses. Below that, we don't want to break that trend line. Looks like we'll take this first one and consider this a trap, trying to make a W kind of idea here. Channel coming to the downside has a good chance to break to the upside. Measure move from that takes you right around here, 0.00144, just not quite high there. But that's the one I'm looking for right there. From where we are now to that target could be 135% gains. Not bad. A lot of resistance right here. And she might be making a little shoulder, a big fat head, and a little. They could be making there's several different ideas that you can get into over here. Basically, though, you're looking at a bottom channel with a measure move. Applied to the top of that channel. That if we do get a breakout of the channel, we can leave this area. That 0.002 is definitely on the table and makes a gosh darn good target for it. Especially if we get some confluence with Fibonacci or say moving averages at some point on some bigger time frame. As we're starting to work up there. Moving averages, they change, they move, so you can't, they may not be there when you get there. But Fibonacci, Fibonacci is a different story, my friend. Fibonacci has a way of knowing before anyone knows. I don't know, but it knows, and that's what matters. How about Tau? You looked at Tau? Seen Tau? Anybody in Tau? This is Tau Binance. It's $390 right now. It's on a discount again. She was looking kind of good at 540. Now let's go to. We've hit our target areas over here and get some of these guys off of here. Didn't quite make it up here to the 786 because with the 618 right there, it did what it should do, which is normally reject and where a lot of people are looking to go short, and this was no different. And for the people who did go short, I guess they're kind of happy because you broke a trend line, so chances are it can come back down and retest the bottom of the trend line that it broke out of down here. 300, it could, but we also have these bigger moving averages here on the 4 hour, and you got some bullish crosses going over here. So I'm thinking the Tau, she looked like she might be trying to turn around here. She's trying to find some support on the 200 moving average on the 4 hour. That's good. She's already came down here with her lower low, and if we were to apply a little angle theory here, it might kind of help make it make a little bit more sense, right? We'll try that idea. We'll go from this top over here to this new high that we got. Stretch that little baby out just a little bit. Press that control button ever so slightly and drag it down. And look, we got some angle respect right through here, even though we lost it on that. That's probably one of the little mid sections of this guy. We'll bring it all the way back down here. Put it to the bottom candle bodies over here, and look where we are. Crazy how that works. Right, and so we got some invisible support, is what I'd like to call it, because it's, well, I mean, well, technically we got 3 touches there. We got 2 touches on one side, 3 on the other. We have a valid channel, ladies and gentlemen, right here. Got some resistance and turbulence up ahead over at this line whenever we might bump our head there. Oh, you can't even see that. So 382 area, we're at 391. It's already bounced from this area now, but one of the things I was looking at over here, aside from all this volume of that sell volume where they just throwed the hell out of you, still $390 now. Not bad. The moving average is over here, the 800, 360, 600. 360 is making some bullish crosses there. It's trying to do something. So if we can not talk to these guys and just kind of reclaim this 200 moving average, it'd be kind of sweet in my book. Coming down to the smaller time frames like the 15 minute, and see, it's trying to do something. It's trying to put in a W. I don't know if it will or not. Ichimoku Cloud looks like it's ready to slit its throat the first chance it can get. It's not a big thick cloud, it's a thin cloud. We could get thinner, turn even more red, and as we dumb down. But here on the 15 minute, 9 moving average across the 21. That's bullish on the small time frame. Can lose it easy like it did over here. We can just get past these areas or just get a breakout from a trend line that we're looking at right here. If you zoom all the way back out and you draw some things here and see how that works. This was a bullish retest. Now there are other trend line variations, but this is the one that it was starting with, so it gives us the real story, right? What really happened to the market. We're going straight to the source. It was coming down. It wasn't like she wasn't going to stop, but then she broke out to the upside, but then she lost it over and fell back. But then we gained some support. So that's a retest of that. And then, of course, we can carry this idea over. Something a little bit more like this. Now that more respects the angles over here. And same thing, we're looking for a channel idea to form here. And kind of what we're doing. So a partial decline for this. Maybe we're trying to break out. Maybe if we do, local targets we'd be looking for a 15-minute time frame here. But the old Fibonacci, and we do want to look for the 618 on this one. We also want to look for the 382 on this one. So 422, 454 would be the areas that I'd be looking for, especially if I was trying to open a trade. If you got a breakout or something like that, got above the 50 moving average. You saw some bullish crosses on the moving averages here. Might be something, but Ichimoku Cloud is a warning saying, yeah, I'm just waiting for the moment I pounce on you. And you've also got these bigger moving averages. Trying to hold some support here. That's why we might come up and touch them. But it looks like they're trying to roll over a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been going for about an hour and 30 minutes. Some with the microphone on, some with the microphone off. Gator Squatch says, I'm following the bank trails and it don't look good. There's about to be a bail-in. Not good. Hey, Joe, can you look at Lady USD? Take a look at Ladies again. I think she's still hanging around at that same spot down here. Still looking okay. This was a nice little W shape there that we tried to get up. We didn't. It just turned into a bigger W shape. Yeah, the what? I can't even draw it. But the neckline idea for this would be here. So it looks like she got some traction there at a level on the 15-minute time frame. It's come down to 1 hour. It sucked that it lost the area over here. We're hoping that it would hold, and we were trying to do something there. Came down a little bit lower. I believe it's time for some coffee. Coffee. I got some bigger ideas here. Oh, snap! We got the stiletto high heel, and it looks like it really is a stiletto high heel. Second, I think we were saying it looked like a funny, I had a big heel, but the shoe just wasn't there. Now we found where the toe of the shoe is. All right, so this can happen. We're finding some support down here, what we hope to find. So maybe we'll kind of work on some support and actually get this breakout, but some resistance overhead. So it's looking on the better, on smaller time frames, it's looking a little bit better, right? Like she's trying to catch. So that's some hopeful information. Still got some work to do, don't get me wrong. But we're seeing this on a lot of things right now. So local megaphone pattern, which can be bullish. They can break out. They got a good chance to break out, but how far will they go on this one? The measure move is not very far on these, right? But it can turn into something else. It gets a little bit more juicy. So measure move just takes us back up to the higher, a little bit higher than the last high we had for ladies, which is right up here about how many is that? 7 zeros and 1493. So again, just gotta be patient with this one. Cater says XDC will be massive. Is that the one did we just look at this? It just looks familiar. I think I'm just seeing all the price action on some of these altcoins, just they're all mimicking the same price action. So we're touching, is that a trend line, or that's probably a trend line? It looks a little slanted, not a fib. Oh, no, I take that back. Why are you that color? Oh, there's a target that we had out there that looks like a 786 from them. I just went short of our target. I think maybe we had that out. Well, let me get all this stuff out. It's already at 786, so maybe we'll hold there. We're going to take a look. We'll put this little bonus down here just in case she wants to get a little randy. But here on the I'm on a 3-day chart. Well, that's actually pretty good then. 360 moving average that we're finding support on now. It's a good chance that might hold for us. I don't like that we broke trend line. It's not the first time we did that though, right? There was a nice one. That first one it was doing. You went deep. You went deep. Let's see if we can get a little traction there on this one. See the expansion? You got some expansion going on there. It's good and it's bad, but it also smells that it might come back down to that bottom there point at 2.6 cents. It could be on, it's on the table for where we are right now. But hopefully the 360 on this time frame will give us a little lift. We can come back up to 7.3 cents there. See what we can do. Gator says I've deep dive XDC and it's a real world asset on top of all the big things they're doing behind the scenes. Smeller says I had some XDC a while back. I had some too. I think it's one also, a lot of these real world asset plays that are doing like layer 3 stuff and layer 2 stuff. A lot of them have a shoot ton of tokens, man. I mean, in the billions. Some of it's getting kind of crazy. So that's something to look at too. And it seems like XDC had a lot. I can't remember. So let's see what it's got. Yeah, 38 billion of these and 17 billion in circulation supply, and it's like $1 billion market cap. So the thing, one of my beefs with these that have, well, one of many beefs I have with tokens that have so many damn coins, right? It's a good way for them to camouflage how they're doing the smoke and mirrors on price action. The zeros cover it up, okay? And it sounds, you're not realizing just how much is being unleashed over time as they're putting out those coins, and it has to fight and fight and fight just to keep the prices that it had before they unleashed all these tokens. That's the downside. So about half of these are out. I guess that's good. I mean, if they got that many tokens out, I mean, you would probably want to see a project that they're already out on. But then why are so many available or so cheap? I don't like them when they get in the tens of billions of dollars or coins. It's not good tokenomics as a general rule. But they can do some things. It went up to it's up 12,000% from its all-time low 6 years ago. So this one's been around for a while, so that's why you see 17 million of them. And that's for it to be around 6 years and it's got half of it. That's not bad. That's not a bad unlock schedule for it. So that probably played into its favor there. It's a enterprise-ready hybrid blockchain technology company optimized for international trade and finance. And they've been doing this for a while now. Remember, it was 6 years ago. All-time high was 19 cents, and that was 4 years ago. So 19 cents. Can you get back to 19? It's going to be harder to get back to 19 cents unless there's a lot of true adoption behind this coin and project. But trying to at least, that's a good target to shoot for, is its previous all-time high. I just don't know if we're going to see a whole lot of altcoins do it, especially if they got so many coins and there's so many different projects that have so many coins. I'm not trying to talk bad about it, but I mean, those are just some facts that just need to be talked about. Or else you're sitting there and like, oh my god, it's taking forever. It's taking forever. It's kind of like one of them that I'm in. I'm in one that's got a bunch of tokens and I'm hating it. XCN. It's supposed to have some decentralized platform, but facilitates all-in-one peer-to-peer lending protocol. I think they changed their name to Chain now. Onyx protocol represents a significant step toward a blah, 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 nerd speak. Anyway, it's got a $229 million, but look, it's got 48 billion tokens. 36 of them are out there. I guess that's good, but it moves like molasses, and it can't keep its. When it does make a new high, they almost never keep it. They don't go up and then level out. The ones that've got 21 million, yeah, they're going up and they're leveling out. Yeah, that scarcity effect plays into it. And so, I mean, you get stuck in drawdown a lot on these with bigger tokens. It's just part of it. I mean, if you know that and you're cool with it, which I have to be on this one. And Onyx is a modular blockchain designed for financial grade applications, offering near instant confirmations and low fees. Why is it Chain in my Base wallet though? Secured by Base, built on Arbitrum, secured by Base. You got news. Introducing Onyx. What the hell is this Chain thing that I've got in my wallet over there? It's not Chain Games. It's got an X. Did I switch universes again? Am I tripping? Am I the one that's tripping here? I swear. Come on, Coinbase wallet, open up. 22 people hanging out. Oh wow, what happened to Coinbase wallet? You just had some kind of explosion there. I don't want to. Chain is wormhole. What the hell happened to? I don't see my Onyx coin over here on Base anymore. Maybe it's just not showing up in the wallet. There wasn't any kind of weird ass exploits or anything that went on with that. What is chain? I got chain. It's called worm, and it's called a wormhole. I think it's chain through wormhole, right? The logo is an X, just like a chain. But yeah, is this you? That's not you. All right. Well, I'll check that out later and see what the hell happened. Well, that makes things confusing. It's got the same, it's got this, but it says chain. And I don't see anything over here saying that they changed their name or anything. I see nothing, no news about it. Chain, right here. What is this? Chain provides institutional and commercial tools to build blockchain products seamlessly. But why is it being called the bridge between your business and Web3? That's... Alright, well. Clearly I got some more research to do to figure that out. XDC and XLM will move up with XRP when XRP goes up, if it ever will. It's been struggling ever since it hit 350. It has not been able to get past, really do much past its previous all-time high from a couple cycles ago, 2017, right? Has a lot to do with I mean, it did good. I mean, the thing used to be around 18 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents, got up to 60, 70 was a come up for it. And then when it started getting above $1 and $2, that was kind of cool. It's $2.25 now. Oh my gosh, you are cheap. You know, it's got a circulating supply of 60 billion. Its market cap is 135 million. Now, of course, if it gets global adoption used by global banking infrastructure or whatever, bulls look away, bears take a look. Oh, somebody put it into a rising wedge kind of pattern. I don't agree with the trend lines on it at all, but that's what they say. That's a lot of tokens there, but that explains its price action, right? This is don't look cool to me right over here. That looks like maybe we should take a look at XRP. Oh no, gosh, I don't want to make people unsubscribe because that did look bearish what I'm seeing over here. They're seeing a rising wedge, but I'm seeing this little guy here. That little guy, well, he turns out to be a harmonic, right? And also, it's a retest idea of this, right? You can see it that way, like our high, but we made a lower low there. We got 618. We got our 127 or 113 area, and our 127 here. You did do that over here, though. You did complete. Yeah, you can make an argument that you've already done it. Let's see if I can dial it in here. Nobody wants to see this either, I don't guess, but there's a case that might be able to be made for 115. I don't know what the scenario would look like, but I mean there is a case for it. Hopefully it doesn't, but breaking the trend line is not the best look for it, right? Not the greatest look. And this is XRP. I've got some of it too. It's just not my main bags anymore. But that looks like a bearish retest after breaking through that, right? And even tracking your bottom, well, not bottom trend lines are kind of holding, so you do have a channel. We do have a channel idea there. Not looking too spiffy to be losing these big moving averages. Let's go to the daily. Lost the 200 daily, getting a bearish cross going on there. She's looking scary, man. Looking scary. I'm just saying. Hope it doesn't happen, but if it did, you heard it here first from the turkey, and then everybody's going to unsubscribe. You made it go down to 115. How good you, Road Dawg? You killed our XRP. I didn't do such a thing. I don't like seeing it either. Got to figure out what I need to do in my little play on it. Well, this is a lot smaller than the way it used to be. Ladies and gentlemen, let's come over and take a look at Bitcoin. 23 people still hanging out. And I want to look at it on the smally time frame here. We're at 102.190 from the scary woes here at $99,000. We look up and see Bitcoin at $99,000. People say, "Oh no, I need to sell at 99." I don't know why I need to sell, but I feel like selling, so it won't hurt anymore. But that hurt when you sell at $99,000. And then it especially hurts when the market makers get their way and they start taking you up for a higher high here. So, again, I'm going to lead in with this idea that it appears that one of the situations that we're looking for Bitcoin, and this is bullish has confirmed, which is this shark pattern. And we came down to these levels at $100,000, and we talked about it for a long time, trying to see if it would. Wasn't predicting. It wasn't. You could step out there, but you'd start looking. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. But on the confirmation, this kind of means something. I mean, make it look prettier when we draw it over here. Point everything to it. It's all about levels. It's not so much the shape here. It's about the levels that we're hitting here. And the repeating patterns that happen with Fibonacci's. If we come down to one certain level, there's higher probabilities that we will go up and talk to a different level, right? As these patterns play out. And that's the beauty of them. But the confirmations on the finished product is where, on this technique that we're using with this tool here, is where the beauty comes in with the Scott Carney and Gartley, William H. Gartley and stuff like that. Interpretations of price action there. So, having said that, I like what I'm seeing here, and I'm feeling kind of longy. So I'm being bullish on Bitcoin right now when probably everybody else is trying to look for shorts and everything else. So I'm actually saying I think we got a chance. Not written in stone. We just got to fill a few little tick boxes here. Especially getting above 105,000, whether it does it now or it does it next week, I don't know. Might do it over the weekend on Sunday or something crazy like that. Who knows? Might take us a while to get up there. It may not. I don't know if we can hold it yet. Might come down to double bottom. Type 2 return here. We may play around here and that's good because that gives us time to kind of play this area and build up a little bigger bag of this or whatever we're trying to do, and then it can start gaining some momentum. We'll start reclaiming those areas, and at this point in the game, we need to start making a higher high, which would be above $126,000. So I'm a little bit more bullish right now, where people would be kind of bearish. But I've got my arguments for it, and until they're invalidated, I'm going to be bullish. Thank you for hanging out, everybody. I'll see you on the next one. I'll come to the end screen and try to catch up with chat, but that's all I've got tonight. Thanks for hanging out.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
They're jacked on the market's churn, chasing meme coins where the tickers burn. Crypto fiends, veins hot with greed, hoidling dreams in a blockchain need. While it's stacked with coins, no sleep. FOMO's got them diving deep. The wide on trades in a digital dive. Market swings keep the buzz alive. Yeah, yeah. Snorting Satoshis, hooked on the rush. Pumping
It sounded like a crazy dream just last cycle to say that nation state or countries were going to be doing Bitcoin reserves. And it didn't sound crazy to say that corporations are going to put in their treasuries and that countries will follow suit. But here we are. And who's a winner? Bitcoin. You really think it's going to crash down to $30,000 after all this global adoption? You don't think it'd be balled up for its original life purchase or purpose? $100,000, I believe. There's a very good argument for it to hold. Oh, maybe I can play with my bot now. I've got to do it on the live stream. I'm gonna see if we can get the bot started. I need to test it. So instead of me doing another stream, let's see if we can. I want it. It needs to make me sign in. It's signing in under mine. I need to sign in under a different account. It's not letting me do it. It's going to be under mine, isn't it? All right, so let's see if this one's going to mess with my sound and everything too. Let's see if we can get you started, bot. I was doing the testing and it seems to be going a little bit too fast and getting. We used up all my. I don't know. I got flagged or whatever. We may have to wait till tomorrow to test. Is what I'm understanding. So I'm not having any luck getting it to do anything right now. I'm getting YouTube errors. It got one through earlier, though. All right, no luck with the bot right now.
Shimmer, blockchain vibes, freedom's the groove. My life shines, watch us smooth. Stack my sets, retire me early. Oh, hold tight, let's rule the.
All right, good night, everybody. I will see you on the next one tomorrow night. Happy trading. Hope your portfolio will start looking better. I hope that altcoins start looking a little bit better. We're going to be struggling for a little while, but there may be some good plays out there. There are some strong ones out there, and they're still staying stronger, getting all the attention. Don't know if you need to chase, but did I lose it? Where did you go? Good night, everybody, and good night, John Boy. I'll see if I can find it. I couldn't find anything on it. I'll see what I can dig up.